Welcome, everyone. We are on the 21st day of our third 21-day session of 2025, and we're so happy that you're with us to celebrate this finale of our third session tonight. My name is Linda Taylor. I'm coming to you from New Jersey, and we will, as usual, have a foot soak today, so please do prepare those materials, which you can see on the screen. Also want to make everyone aware of our course schedule. We do go throughout the year, but we also take breaks. And so we are about to launch into a 4-week break uh, starting tomorrow. And then we have a half a session, you could say, this summer from July 24th to August 12th. It'll be about 3 weeks, and it'll be our usual Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday with a full program of videos and guided meditations and live music. And but during that time, during our break, and as always, we will have the ongoing foot soak, collective foot soaks that are every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at this same Zoom link at 8:45 Eastern or New York time. So please stay with us during the break. And especially don't stop meditating. This is a chance to meet with a mentor if you already have one. You can definitely still request a mentor. We have many people ready and waiting to help you. If you already have a mentor, you can even ask for another one because sometimes it's nice to get different perspectives. So please do take advantage. That it's always free, everything we do, including this mentorship program. And it's a great way to uh, have someone who gets to know you and really can help you with those fine points or questions or just encourage you. So please do take us up on that offer. Uh, if you were with us last Sunday, we had a session on clearing chakras and getting to silence, and you can go back and watch all the recordings. During the break is another thing you can definitely do during that time. Today we have a wonderful topic called growth through introspection. And I think you're really going to enjoy it. We're going to go deep. We'll have Carrie be doing a talk about the topic and walk you through that introspection process. Then we will have a video of Shri Mataji. We will then have Shivalika sing and do some more guided meditation. And then at the end, we are going to have one of our participants come on and share her experience in practicing Sahaja Yoga with everyone. So please stick around for that as well. All right. So now I would like to ask our other presenter and musician to please come on. Hello, Carrie.
Hi, Linda.
Okay. Carrie, can you say a little bit about yourself? You've been on the program so many times, but just
Yeah, nice to be back with you tonight. I'm really looking forward to the program tonight on introspection. I've been on, yeah, as Linda said, several times, and I'm from San Francisco Bay Area, and I'll be doing the foot soak with you tonight.
and we have Shivalika.
Hi, Linda. I'm from New Jersey and I'm going to be singing two songs today. Um, and both the songs are actually liked by Srimataji. First one is written by Rabindranath Tagore, one of the realized souls from India, and written in Bengali language, one of the most expressive languages from India. So I'm going to be translating that one, and the other one is from Srimataji's childhood. Actually, she has mentioned that she and her brother used to sing this one a lot. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoys.
All right. Looking forward to that very much. All right. So we'll hand it over to Carrie to get us started.
Right. Thank you. I'm very pleased to be presenting this for the finale. Introspection is such a great topic for us, especially in Sahaja Yoga, because it gives us the ability to witness and to get out of our that space of our conditionings and our ego and be able to be present and be able to see things clearly. And introspection, actually, the Latin is intro, which is inward, and spectare is to view or to look. So we are introspecting for sure in meditation, because we're looking inside and we're pulling our attention away from the mundane, away from the everyday. And when we're able to really have a look at our thoughts, and we are able to witness them, we can sort of start to see our own patterns, and we can really start to grow and improve ourselves. So the witness state, you'll hear a talk from Shri Mataji a little bit later about the witness state. It's a state that we're in. So we're getting into the center. We're moving out of old stories, you might say. That would be kind of on our left side. And so when we're reacting from our left side, we are looking at something in the present, and we're connecting it to a memory, or we're connecting it to the past. And so we're not able to really understand the truth of the moment. And by the same token, when we are on the right side in our ego, we do a lot of projecting. And a lot of times what the ego does is it judges, and it wants things to be different than the way they are. Things that the person we're talking to could change, or the situation could change, and then we would be happy, which is, of course, an illusion. So having the conditions outside of ourselves to be absolutely perfect and trying to control all of that, and then we feel at peace, and then we feel well-being, is upside down. The way forward for us in our growth is to introspect, is to go into the silence, go deeper into the silence, and to be able to really see where we have those imbalances and where we can clear it. So you could think of it as like, when we're introspecting, it may be uncomfortable a little bit because we're looking at ourselves more clearly, sometimes for the first time, or, without the ego and the superego in the way. And then we might have, you might say we're looking in the mirror of our soul, and the mirror might be dirty or cloudy or distorted. And what we do when we meditate is, and we go into the thoughtless awareness and the witness state, when we go up there and meditate, we're cleansing, we're getting the mirror clear. And then the image that shines back to us when we meditate is the clear image of the spirit, is that that light that shines within us, is no longer clouded. It's you have this beautiful, the gem of your soul, so to speak, is starting to shine in your attention. So your spirit starts shining in your attention. And so the introspection will be a lot about our attention. And so are you ready to get started? Because what we're going to do is we're going to do our foot soak as normal. And we'll do a little bit of clearing and a little bit of, cleansing the chakras, of course, in the foot soak. But I'll be guiding you to really keep your attention inward and to keep into that witness state. And then after we complete the foot soak, we'll have a chance to have a longer period of silence where you can actually introspect. So if I'm talking too much, you won't be able to introspect. So we're going to leave some silence, and then we'll listen to Shri Mataji speak about this state, the witness state. And then following that, we'll have the music. So are you ready? Let's go ahead, and we're going to keep our hands upright in our lap, of course. And I hope you have your foot soak in front of you. And we can take our right hand and hold it over the foot soak bowl. really feeling ourselves giving the vibrations to the water. And then we can go ahead and slip our feet into our foot soak bowl. Oh, that feels delightful. And now we're going to raise our kundalini and tie it above our head. And let's give ourselves a bandhan of protection. And then let's just relax and keep our hands upright in our lap, and we'll close our eyes so we can bring our attention inward. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in through your nose. And hold. And exhale. Just relax all the muscles in your face and your shoulders. And let's slow down our breath. We can put our hand on our heart. With our attention in our heart, we can say, Mother, I am the pure spirit. And move our hand to the topmost part of our abdomen, right in the center, not on the right side or the left. Let's just keep our hand right in the center, where the solar plexus is. Here we can say, Mother, let me feel that peace, that tranquility that comes from within. Mother, I don't need anything from outside in order to feel satisfied inside myself. Let me feel that satisfaction. Let's take our pointer finger on our right hand and just place that in that little dip at the bottom of your neck. There's that little bone there, and you can just gently place your pointer finger there and just tip your head back a little bit. Here we can say, Mother, let me experience the witness state. Mother, all the world is a play. It's just a drama. And I am but a spectator. I am the observer. And now we'll take our hand and place it across our forehead and bend our head down a little bit. And here we can say, Mother, I forgive everyone. I forgive all of my reactions to everyone. Mother, please help me to observe without reacting. Mother, help me go beyond the mind. Go beyond the judgments and the opinions. Into the state of meditation. Then we can place our hand right on the crown of our head and give it a massage clockwise as we do. And here we can just say, Mother, let me deepen in my introspection. Mother, help me go into the silence so I can witness the truth. We can raise our hand above our head and feel that beautiful connection. Relax our hands back into our lap. Take a deep breath. And our pure attention is above the head in that space where we feel the vibrations. Just relaxing into it, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your tummy. We'll let the right hand just drop towards Mother Earth and keep your left hand open. The fingers are open but not tight, just relaxed and open. And then our right hand can come back. Let's take our left hand and cross it over to the right abdomen. And just be a little lower above your right hip. All right, now let's go ahead and take a breath. Roll your shoulders back and shake out your hands. And now we're going to rinse off our feet and get out of our foot soak. So we'll have some time to meditate a little bit. And wasn't that refreshing? It just completely changes your state. So I'm going to dry off and then set my bowl aside. Get that out of the way. Right. And so now let's go back to our meditative state. We'll just take a deep breath in. Hold it and exhale. So we can slowly open our eyes now. And we'll take our right hand and just move it up along the central channel and just place it above our head. Wow. And just that 5 minutes of just sitting silently, we can just feel so much more connected. We'll relax our hands back into our lap. And now we are going to show a talk of Shri Mataji speaking about the witness state and introspecting. Just keep your hands upright in your lap during the talk.
Now, the witness state is such a state where you just do not react. If you react, then the problem starts. It's a very simple thing to understand that we react through our ego or through our conditioning. Otherwise, there is no way to react. But witness state is not a mental state. It is a state of a spiritual ascent where you become a witness. Best way to practice witness state is not to criticize anyone. Not to criticize. I've seen people who are all the time criticizing others. They cannot criticize themselves, so they start criticizing others. So much so that they don't even see what's wrong with them. They don't even say what wrong they have done to others, because they think they have a right to criticize others, and they enjoy this criticism very well. Actually, there's nothing to be criticized. You just watch and see for yourself. That's all is your right. You have no right to criticize anyone or anything. But some people think if you do not criticize, then it will go on like this and it will never stop. It's not that. Once you watch the thing yourself, only just watch, your attention itself is enlightened now. With that enlightened attention, you can just watch and stop the nonsense that is there. But we are always conscious that we are something great and we have to do this and we have to do that. Under these circumstances, what happens is that you become another problem. Because what can you do? You can't do anything. But what you can do is to watch. By watching and by just seeing things as they are, you really develop a very different state of being. Firstly, all such people who are just witness, what happens to them is very interesting, that their memory loss is much less. Because whatever they see becomes like a picture to them. Like we can say, they can tell you even the color, the folding, everything. Whatever they see is so much in their mind like a photo, and they can tell you exactly what they have seen. And your memory is not lost. While if you react onto everything, your memory becomes horrible. We should not react. If you see something wrong, All right? You meditate on that. You meditate. If you find anything wrong happening, all right, meditate on that. If somebody is unkind to you, at that moment do not react. Afterwards, when that person is quietened, you tell him or tell her. So, this power of witnessing, you all should develop. Try to develop it. That when you are reacting, stop reaction. Stop reaction about everything. You will be amazed. You will find yourself a very, very powerful person in the sense you will have no ambitions. You will have no desires. You will have no special fondness or anything. But just you are witnessing the drama. It's very interesting to witness also, because then you understand the humor behind everything. And when in the collective all of you have that witness state, you can do wonders without doing anything, without saying anything, without acting. Only your presence itself can work it out. I don't say that it will have effect on everyone, no, can't say. But most of the people, any person who is in that state, he is the one who brings peace, he brings joy.
We'll try to be in meditation for some time and absorb the words of Shri Mataji. In this silence, let us observe ourselves. Where is my attention? as Shri Mataji mentioned, that we can meditate on different things. We can try meditating on the beauty of the nature, the beauty of this whole universe. The beautiful rivers cascading down the mountains, the beautiful stars decorating the night sky, the flowers blooming effortlessly, and swaying and dancing to worship the Almighty. Everything in this beautiful creation of God exists in such a surrendered way, so effortlessly. Let's keep observing ourselves and see if we are really surrendered to the will of God. It gives us immense satisfaction when everything is taken care of. Let's have this faith in our heart that we are one of the creations of God Almighty. And we are here to sing God's praise, worship God, through our existence. In the realm of joy, in the realm of auspiciousness, you reign, O the embodiment of truth and beauty. Your glory shines in the vastness of the skies. Shimmering stars and the planets are the cosmic jewels at your sacred feet. The planets, stars, the beam of the moon and the sun, in the most subtle way, bathe and worship you, and the stream of your eternal light flows. On earth, through rivers and waterfalls, a mesmerizing sweetness flows. In flowers and leaves, in fragrance and songs, your beauty is manifested. Anandaloke Mangala-loke Birajo Shato Sundaro Anandaloke Mangala-loke Birajo Shato Sundaro Mahima Tabo Udbhashito Mahagaganu Maje Mahima Tabo Udbhashito Mahagaganu Maje বিশ্বজগৎ মণিভূষণ বেষ্টিত চরণে আনন্দ লোকে মঙ্গলালোকে বিরাজ সত্য সুন্দর গ্রহতারক চন্দ্র তপন ব্যাকুল দ্রুত বেগে গ্রহতারক চন্দ্র তপন ব্যাকুল দ্রুত বেগে করেছে পান করেছে স্নান
শোভা হলো পল্লব গীত গন্ধ সুন্দর বরণে আনন্দ লোকে মঙ্গলালোকে বিরাজ সত্য সুন্দর আনন্দ লোকে মঙ্গলালোকে বিরাজ সত্য সুন্দর বিরাজ সত্য সুন্দর বিরাজ সত্য সুন্দর। In this state of meditation, we can still observe ourselves and see if we have any thoughts still, any doubts or questions. If there is anything, we can just let it go, surrender it. And ask for a witness state. Let's together ask for a state where there is no doubt, there is no question. A state where we are completely in oneness with God. A state where we belong to God. Mother, please take us into a state of meditation where we are in complete oneness with God. Because when we belong to God, what is there to fear? भयकायतया प्रभु जाचारे भयकायतया प्रभु जाचारे. We forget everything in the divinity and we become completely lost in God. When we belong to God, what is there to fear? सर्व विसरले प्रभुमय झाले सर्व विसरले प्रभुमय झाले पूर्ण जयाची वाचारे पूर्ण जयाची वाचारे भयकायतया प्रभु जाचारे भयकायतया प्रभु जाचारे. The world is grateful to him for his blessings, but still he doesn't belong to the world because he is in a completely detached state. जगत विचरे उपकारास्तव जगत विचरे उपकारास्तव परिणच जो जग ताचारे परिणच जो जग ताचारे भयकायतया प्रभु जाचारे भयकायतया प्रभु जाचारे. You may be without any outward wealth. The real treasure of wealth is inside yourself. When we belong to God, what is there to fear? इति निर्धन परस्तजाचा इति निर्धन परस्तजाचा सर्वधनाचा साचारे सर्वधनाचा साचारे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे भयकायतया प्रभुजाचा रे. All the diseases and problems get completely dissolved where the feet of God reside. When we belong to God, what is there to fear? Adi Vyadhi Marnavarati Adi Vyadhi Marnavarati Payasha Purushachare Payasha Purushachare Bhayakayataya Prabhujachare Bhayakayataya Prabhujachare. When we belong to God, what is there to fear? Bhayakayataya Prabhujachare Bhayakayataya Prabhujachare Prabhujachare Prabhujachare. We can feel a sense of satisfaction settling down, a sense of security, the understanding of witnessing. And the oneness of God with our Supreme Creator. is pouring down in our being. In this state, in our hearts, let's thank our Creator, the God Almighty, for this beautiful state, for this beautiful life, and this beautiful opportunity to come together. And now let's slowly raise our kundalinis and put ourselves in bandhan.
I hope everyone has experienced a deep state tonight. Thank you so much to Carrie and Shimalika for taking into this state where we can be the witness and grow. So we will now have a few announcements about our course, and please do stick around. We're going to, after all, have a conversation about the topic today. The person who was going to speak wasn't able to make it tonight, but we can look forward to hearing her another time. So this is the last day of session 3. And now we go into a period where we have the foot soaks Monday, Wednesday, Friday ongoing. And we can look forward to coming back for a few weeks this summer, July 24th to August 12th. Just so you know, we'll be then taking another break and then coming back again in the fall for the second part of the session 4 to make up our full 21 days. We're going to do the first half in the summer, and we'll come back and do the second half in the fall. So please stick with it. During the break, it's not a time to, I mean, we don't have the structure of the course every day, but we do have 3 times a week. And in the following slides, they're going to give you some ways to stick with it. One is that if you would like to attend other online classes that are ongoing, there is this list that has links to other online classes. So that will be put in the chat. And we'll also share it in the WhatsApp groups if you're not able to get it now from the Zoom. Also, I do want to encourage you to go to in-person classes if you're near one. You can just Google Sahaja Yoga near me or go to a meetup and you'll find classes nearby. They're almost everywhere except if you're in a remote place. So please do try to meet with the Sahaja Yoga practitioners near you and enjoy the equally beautiful experience of meeting in person. All right, then again, as I said earlier, please take advantage of asking for a mentor. There's a form to fill out in the chat. Our WhatsApp group will be ongoing and we'll be giving you messages to keep inspiring you there. There's a QR code if you want to catch up on programs that you missed or that you especially loved. So please take advantage of that. All the way, you can actually go back to January. You can even watch from last year if you didn't see those. There's a link at the bottom of our website page to last year's programs as well. There is a booklet, if you are not already familiar with it, that has the mantras in it and affirmations. And this, if you haven't had a chance to study it and really use it, this 4 weeks would be a good time to do that. So that's there for you. If you would like a breakout room teacher right now, you can request that from our breakout room help person in the Zoom. Or you can actually, there is no chat Q&A, so that would be right to me, your MC today. And if you have another kind of question, I'll keep an eye on the chat and we can either answer it in writing a little later, or we can, yes, we can answer it live. So here we are back again. Lovely to see you both. Thank you so much. Wow, very deep.
That was truly bliss-filled. And this, I just got transported by the music. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
I hope everybody else did as well. Just
Yeah, for me also, I just felt that it was just coming from somewhere else, and it was just flowing
right,
through. I was just feeling as an instrument. Something was
right.
just happening, and yeah, it's such a beautiful state.
And it's
Amazing.
interesting when we open our eyes, it's like, wait, where am I? What's going on? You know, it's like you went somewhere else and came back.
Yes, yes, so beautiful. This is really hard to actually to talk, but let's try. So maybe we can explore a little bit more about this growing through introspection and what it involves. And I don't know, Carrie, is there anything you didn't get a chance to say, or that now, you know, in going through the program today, that anything more that occurred to you on this topic?
It did, I think, when we went through the music. I think one of the things that happens when we introspect is that we feel so expanded. You know, it's like you get out of that smallness of your own head and your life and everything, and you just feel this, you know, it just feels like, you know, the whole cosmos is part of you and you're part of it. And it's just a completely, it's just so uplifting, and you feel that growth happening because now you've sort of broken those barriers of your the workings of the mind, the chatter, and the you just, you know, don't. I think Shri Mataji has said so many times, we just don't know how fantastic we are.
Mm.
You know, and you have these experiences, and you know, the other thing about having these deep experiences is that you touch on your depth, and you always have that. Once you've really had an experience like that, it changes you in such a profound way that you just go back. You can go back to that, you know, when things get a little crazy, and you have this thing that you go back to, that, oh yeah, you know, this is a drama, this is a play, and
Mhm.
we're all just actors.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, before practicing Sahaja Yoga, and even I would say in my early years, I sort of madly kept a journal, and
Yeah.
I think that, there can be the idea that introspecting is a mental process. It's a mental exercise. Okay, let me think about what I need to change in myself,
Right. Yeah.
And I mean, I think, actually our minds can help us. It's not like we're going to be just, leave our intellect totally aside. Our uh, intellect can aid us in understanding things, of course.
Mhm.
But I think what is unique and so important that was brought out today about truly introspecting is that it really happens when we're in the witness state, when we are able to, and even any degree of meditation that we are managed to do, even just a little glimpse of thoughtless awareness, if we keep doing it, we are able to witness ourselves more and more. And we can then we start by watching our thoughts go by, goodbye, and then there's watching, and then there's it's almost for me that if your mind gets empty enough, then it leaves space for the divine messages to pour in.
Mm.
And I think that's a lot of what happens, that
Yeah.
we make the space to receive the wisdom that is beyond our mind, basically, and that is really going to be helpful to us, that we really need to know.
Agree.
Mhm. Ivanika, what you said was when you were guiding about observing and witnessing and surrendering, and even the song was, I hadn't even realized how much is reflecting that same message. Wow.
Yeah, it was just like so spontaneously, and yeah, like today in the session also, I just like after the foot soak and the guided meditation by Gary, I was already feeling that thoughtlessness.
Mhm.
It was like such a beautiful state already, and it just happened. Like the music also felt that it just happened, and the thoughts, I was having a lot of thoughts because of the mic, the issue, and the audio's issue that we had. So I had a lot of things going on, but then I was like, after Futsok, I was like so relaxed and like so surrendered, and it's just it just helps me every time in meditation.
Yeah.
Well, we sure felt the flow of the music. It was just everything, the cadence of the way, we went. It's interesting how these programs have this cadence to them where you come in and then you go through your foot soak, and then by, Shri Mataji's talk, and by the end of it, you're just like, wow. It's just incredible how, you're taken through this journey where at the end you're thoughtless and you just feel like everything's right with the world.
Yeah. I mean, Shri Mataji's talk is so to the point, that it's our reacting that doesn't allow us to witness, right? So, and she just says, stop reacting, like as if it's that easy, but our mind is so
Yeah.
conditioned. We're so used to reacting that we have to, in a little bit, work on it. And that's where the surrender comes in, to really very deliberately, but yet effortlessly, both kind of right. It's a challenge. It's a lifelong challenge, I think, for anyone practicing Sahaja Yoga. We keep, I feel like, we keep, it's a sort of spiraling upwards in making progress in doing it, right? So, and yeah, I think and of course being collective, that's what these programs do, is what they allow us the vibrations get so much pushed up by being together in meditation, and I hope that everyone who's been joining has really experienced and continues to experience that sort of support that we all give each other to get into that state of silence and ultimately of witnessing. Yeah.
I felt it so strong today, the power of collectivity. I felt that, um, the how do I say, the prayers that we're doing is so much more like meaningful and so much more deep. It feels that everybody's like together in this journey. We are just helping each other
Yes.
to like reach at a certain point, and like it's like so we are so beautifully like just taken to a state.
Yeah, and for all our friends on here, we get so much from everybody being together. We're so grateful that we have the opportunity to have, everybody meditating together is just, exponential growth, really. Like you can really feel it when you come on the program that, okay, everybody's ready to have their attention on the meditation and our collective kind of kundalinis are so strong. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah. One thing that struck me in Shri Mataji's talk was when she was saying, and this is, I didn't remember her saying it, but it's something that I really do. And I'm sure I heard it from her first, probably, and then didn't remember which talk it was from. That when you're in the when we're in our here collectively and we're all focused on meditation, it's easier to get into that state. But when we're engaging with people in situations in the world, right? And you come up against somebody's ego, or you encounter a situation that is you just for whatever reason you feel that a reaction is coming on. That to be able to, I think we just get better and better at stepping back and not having a knee-jerk reaction. Really, it's sort of you can watch yourself getting better at that. And also when she says, if you want to respond to somebody and you're in the heat of something, right, and the time to do it is not then, but later. So that also really helps but you can't really know to do that unless you're in a somewhat of a witness state. Otherwise you will just react.
Yeah. It's almost like you have to go into slow motion a little bit if you can. It's hard, but I know some people, kind of count or just tell the person like we need to cool off and talk about this once we're all cooled down.
Yeah.
It's really worth waiting, isn't it?
Yeah. And I feel like, saying less is that's what one of the things Shimachi says is you tend to, be maybe less involved in things, but I don't know. I think, it doesn't mean, I sort of wanted to comment on that a little bit, because I don't want, Shri Mataji is very engaged in whenever she was with anyone. She totally there and part of, very the center of any conversation, honestly, but she was there. She doesn't want us to just be like these reserved sort of, no, like watching.
I'm so detached,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. So we're that's the thing. You're in the play, you're an actor in the play, actively in it, but yet you have the capacity to be observing at the same time and witnessing, and so you don't you're not going to be getting angry or
Yeah, you have to be engaged. What if the actors just left the stage and said, well, this isn't real, this is just a drama, and they all leave? That's not really the way to do it. The other thing that came up in the talk, which I didn't realize either until we were listening during the program, is this is a very interesting almost like a paradox for human beings, and that is that when we're collectively looking at a problem, like let's say, like there's a lot of stuff currently going on, right? And everyone's reacting, everyone's reacting with a lot of opinions and negative reactions and things. And it doesn't mean we don't care about the subject at all, but by meditating and going deeper and witnessing, we actually have a profound effect on situations. And if we get engaged in a lot of mental stuff, like first of all, we don't, it's not very powerful, right? It just kind of drains you of your energy.
You're stuck here on
Yeah, you're stuck on this level and you're drained, you feel drained out. It's just, and also your body doesn't feel great when you engage in a lot of like negative, reactions to things. And so that was interesting. I might go back and listen to that again, because that is that is where we don't realize how powerful meditation is until we get really quiet and start to witness it. And again, it doesn't mean we don't care and we're disengaged and we're, detached and, doesn't matter and all that. It does matter. It matters greatly. And it's important for, if you have this connection, to really keep watching, keep witnessing. And then, it's like the problems start, things start changing. And so that was in the talk, and it just seemed timely, right? That we can really kind of step back and disengage from getting buffeted around by like news and information that may not really be helpful for us. It just gets us more tangled up in our mind.
Yeah. All right, Shibalika, anything more to add?
Yeah, just to add what Carrie said, it really helps when we are in that state, in that thoughtlessness, and we just put our attention, like Shri Mataji said. It really works out. It has happened a lot of times to me, and it's like so magical. It's like, and you just feel that you have not really done anything. You've just like maybe offered it to the god, and just got detached from it, sort of. And it just worked out. So yeah, I really, today in Shamaji's talk, it really was really relevant for what's going on. Yeah.
It was.
That's interesting, the fear, like when in the song, the fear, right? Like the fear is, it just like during the song, I just felt like we were in the lap of our mother, just, you're one with that, with that supreme creator. It's a whole different perspective than feeling, like you've just been dropped here alone and you have to be afraid of everything that's happening. You're not alone. We're connected.
Definitely, yes.
Well, great. All right. Well, thank you both. That was lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice chat. We did have a few things to say.
All right. Well, maybe we'll stop there. And thanks again so much. And to everyone watching, have a great break. And we'll see you back on July 24th.
All right.
Good night.
Thank you.
Night.